can understanding your own communication profile and those of your teams and learning more about communication help you get that much more out of your team, help you drive productivity so they're doing more work without you having to invest more money in them? So my name is Matt Ewer. I'm the Managing Director of Action Coach in Coventry and Rugby, and this is video 3 in a series of 4 we're doing on how, by understanding communication better and how to communicate better, you can get more out of your business. So the topic of this video is management. And this is really all about understanding the different communication styles of your team and what's going to work for each of them in order for them to do their job most effectively. So the first thing we need to do here is get an understanding of what those different styles might be. So is your particular employee that we're thinking about here, are they someone who needs detail? Do they need to have a written set of instructions to follow? Do they work at a slow pace but they always get it right? Or are they someone who's a bit more higher paced, they get loads done, they churn through it, but they need a bit of slowing down sometimes or holding to focus on specific tasks? So the first thing I want you to do here in terms of understanding how you might improve your management with communication is to just make a note of all your team members and just highlight some of the things you think about them. Are they urgent? Do they operate at a high pace or are they slow paced? And do they talk more about people? Are they more people focused and how are the team doing and how are we doing? Or are they more focused on the task at hand and what they need to get done? Once you've written down these observations about them, then you can start to think about, well, how might I approach each of them differently? So for example, if they are more task focused, they're more about getting the thing done and they operate at a slower pace, how might you adapt your communication style with those people to get the better out of them? Because if you try and rush them, you're probably going to find you butt heads with them. Similarly, if you have an employee who operates at a really high pace, they're continually wanting to get stuff done and they're moving forwards, and you're of an opposite style whereby you want things to be done thoroughly in a certain way and you're getting frustrated by that, maybe you need to think about how you can approach them differently. Maybe it's about getting them to commit stuff down in writing so that they can manage themselves more effectively. So the first thing to do is go away and do that audit of your team. Just have a look at the different members of your team and just have a think, how do these guys communicate and how do they like being communicated with? So you can formulate an individual plan for them. Now we're going to be running a webinar next Tuesday morning, the 20th of October, running from 8:30 till 11:30 in the morning. And the topic of that webinar is going to be all sorts of different things about how do you get more out of your team, how do you manage them better, how do you sell better, through understanding communication and working better with communication in your business. So click on the link to find out more about that. Look forward to video 4 tomorrow.